whole week of practice before.
Yeah.
Remember that? It was like super long, and I was just, how did that like affect you, or was it hard to kind of stay focused for that long?
I was really, really annoyed by that. I mean, because every competition that we've been doing where you'd show up and it'd be 2 days of practice and then you do the event. And this, you show up and you go through processing, you do all these things. And honestly, I had too much practice. It was just like, it came to the point where if you know you've got it so many times, like you show up every day and you're on it, like it was almost kind of, felt like it was going to jinx it for the actual day. And so what I did was I purposely would go up and have like a bad day. Or like, I don't know, it always felt like, you know how you have a really bad day and you know that the next day is going to be awesome. Or if you have a really amazing day, you know that the next day is going to be, you're going to be a little off. And so I ended up taking a day off and then going up and having a really bad day. And I think I had a bad day before the competition. And so I was like, I don't know. I always feel like odds are you're going to have a good day.
Yeah. Well, that's almost like Cass. Like, well, he just rolls through the whole thing super mellow and then steps up.
Too. You know, honestly, the funny thing about Danny is you never know what he's going to do. You know, it's like you got to be like, okay, well, he's either going to just blow it or he's just going to kill it. Yeah. And I don't know, I thought he stepped it up and just killed it. Honestly, even at the last qualifying event and at the Olympics. Basically, because he wasn't in before he really stuck in.
Before Jersey.
Yeah. I don't know, I was pumped he was on the team because he's like one of my favorite riders. So.
Totally.
And then we had the whole like kind of felt like a kid crew going out there. It's like all these like super young guys that represent the U.S.
Tell me what your Olympic, like your run was, your qualifying run, and then was that different from the final one? Maybe just go through like the hits. It was this, then this.
I did a straight air, then I did a backside 540, frontside 7. What was it? Yeah, frontside 7, cab 7, frontside 9 into a twist for qualifying, I think.
Yeah.
And then I forgot, right?
Yeah.
Like,
what was the?
And then at the finals was I did a straight air, mic twist, front 9, back 9. No, front 10, cab 10, front 9, back 9.
Cool. And then what happened on that first qualifying run when you bailed, or you kind of just sat, right? Like you didn't.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. It was just one of those things that kind of was just a little off. And for me, I was so relaxed at the time that I didn't really take into account that, like, I don't know. It was either that I wasn't focused enough, or I was kind of overwhelmed that we were at the Olympics. It kind of hit me right when I was dropping in, and it just kind of slipped away from me. And I just thought, no big deal, whatever. I got another run, and then all of a sudden, everybody's just staring at me, and the cameras are everywhere, and everybody's trying to get interviews about how I'm gonna barely make it into the finals if I do. And then at that point, it just really hit me. I was just like, you've had a winning streak all the way up to the Olympics, and then you're going to get here and blow it. And I wasn't even afraid that I was going to mess up in my run. I was afraid that there's going to be just something wrong with the half pipe, because I had to wait 2 hours. It wasn't just like right away. You watch TV, it's all, oh, and Sean's back up for the start. And honestly, I had to wait 2 hours before my next round. So you're standing, you're getting cold, your legs are getting tired. And then I dropped in and just did what I had to do, but it was so nerve-wracking that just, I didn't want to be like such the loser, like the favorite going into it, don't even make it to finals.
That was a moment I remember, like, where it was like,
yeah, what happened?
like, it was just like shot, like, where it was like,
yeah.
How can, like, you know, the favorite guy or the best guy might not even be in it?
Yeah.
Like, people were, it was like this moment of just shock and kind of like.
Dude, my dad's just pacing. My mom's so nervous, she's like almost gonna throw up. Like, everybody was freaking out, and I mean, I don't know, in my head I was fine until all that kind of happened. Yeah. And then I don't know, after that I got really nervous and kind of freaked out, and then once I was at the top, I don't know, whenever I drop in, it just kind of blanks out, and I just do what I naturally do. But I just remember that during my run, I was just like, okay, on my last spin I did like a 900 or McTwist or something, and I just remembered, like, wow, if you just sit down right now, you know, just tap, like, you're not going to the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to be in the finals. And